Yes, people. You don't know this is myself, 9E4, and welcome to the Rant show. For real. So yeah, man. Nothing scripted, nothing really planned. If anything, it was just I was on my way from the plantation this evening and I saw a couple things. I was like, oh my god, man. You know, like that, and it just kind of set me off still. So a moment thought, you know what? Instead of ranting to myself, I rant to the family and rant to the people and see what they're saying. So I've tried to had a little live before, but hopefully this one won't even get flagged, man. So first and foremost, big up yourself, people. Big up yourself, London. Yeah, first and foremost, that's where I'm at. That's where we're broadcasting from. So you don't know east, north, south, west. Big up yourselves. Keep yourselves well. Keep yourselves safe. Yeah, and the international people, you too. Big up on yourself, car. I know this YouTube thing can go far and wide. Yeah, not being, feisty, but if it reaches out of England, out of London, then so be it. Big up that. So big up the family. Yeah. So like I said, 90 for 99 here. Yeah, if you know, you know, aka. Yeah, so even let me first even take this opportunity to big up the gang still. GANG, guiding the new generation. Yeah, don't know, man, them on job, woman, them on job. Yeah, big up yourself, Betty, car, I'm not gonna lie. Give me a little vibration to even come and try this live thing and see what I go on still. So, not quite used to the monologue, but we're gonna see how it goes. Yeah, I'm not gonna be here for too long still, but we're there. Yeah, so bless up on this Friday, the 2nd of November. Yeah, anyone out there celebrating the Nerve Strong, big up yourself. Yeah, and just for all the other persons, let's just give thanks. Yeah, that we even got to another day. You don't know, because no day is promised unto us. So, we definitely have to just appreciate each day as it comes still. So, So I just got a little bit of old school in the background. I'm not even sure how the music thing works on there, but here we go. Gonna make it run still, man. So man. So as I was saying now, in terms of my woman rant. So in fact, let me just take a little sip still. Oh, why did I do that? That's the last thing I should have done. Oh dear, forgive me, people. But like I'm saying now, my woman rant, because I was on my way home from work this evening, and I was fortunate or unfortunate, one of the two, to get on the bus and standard procedure. There were some few young children behind me. Normal hype thing. But so I sat down and I must admit, I didn't even fully um sit down with my back to the back, you know what I mean? I kind of sat with my knees or my legs to out into the passageway. Not for any particular reason, but like I said, there was a bit rowdy and just wanted a little 360 scope, as it were, So I'm on the bus and oh my gosh, man. So I see this little, well, I shouldn't say little girl. I'd say she's probably about 13, 14. Yeah, and a little young boy. And they were kind of play fighting in it. I'm gonna put it down to play fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna put it down to tough play fighting, because she was giving him some lick still. I can't lie. You know what I mean? Even I was looking at her like, wow. You know what I mean? Because if this little she was older than him still, but he was definitely bigger than her. You know what I mean? But she was probably, like I said, she was probably about 14, and he may have been like 11, 12, So they're ramping, and like I said, she's giving him some proper digs. Well, I'm looking and thinking, whoa, that don't even look like ramping. I'm going back to my days when you used to rap with man, and I don't know, if we used to give them big punches like that, man, I probably will remember some hugging and little, but not them big fucking roundhouses. What we saying? I was like, nah, this ain't a good look. But anyway, the youth's there and he's giving a little 1 and 2 back. But you know what I mean? Nothing overly, you know, he's not necessarily showing his absolute male strength. So she's going on badding him up, whatever, whatever. So then, so he must have went off and give her a good clap, and then she come back still because that clearly wasn't enough. And then she pulled his hair. No, he pulled her hair. Sorry, that's it. He pulled her hair. Yeah, he pulled her hair down. Yeah, like, you know, to drag her down. So I was like, wow. I'm not gonna lie. Cause I'm like, first I'm like, how do these youths interact with themselves like that so aggressively, and you know, where's the love, man? Do you know what I mean? Like, so like I said, I thought the interaction was quite aggressive anyway. But okay. So, like I said, she's giving him 2 thumping, whatever, whatever. And at this point, the youths pulled her hair. All right, then. So, they had a little scuffle, but, you know, it was all fun and jokes, to be fair. Even if it was aggressive fun and jokes, it was all fun and jokes. But then, there was one, like, little, I don't know, yeah, probably like 13, 14-year-old girl in the corner, yeah? And she, I can't even believe it, fam. She's like, oh, don't you hate it when man pulls your hair when you're having sex? I'm tired around my neck switch now. I'm like, what? You get me? Now, this girl was, like I said, she's about 13, 14. Yeah, but she's got a face on it. But I don't care. You can put on as much makeup as boy, but she's, yeah, one young girl. Yeah, little red, brown, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but she's got her face done, and she said, like, you know, don't you just hate it when man pulls your hair when you're having sex? I was like, fuck a laka waka. You get me? So I twitch my neck. Now you get me? Now I'm turning around fully and looking at this group now. So then one next young girl was like, what? What's wrong? Like, looked at me and kind of said, like, well, what's wrong? So I'm like, well, what do you mean, what's wrong? She's like, well, I see you look or said something or whatever. Well, I just heard the young lady say something, and yeah, I had to twitch my neck in it because I just thought, what the fuck in it? So she's like, well, what did she say? So I'm like, what, didn't you hear her? She's like, what bitch? So I repeated it. Yeah, i.e., don't you like it when when a man pulls your hair when you're having sex? You get me? So I repeated it, and I just looked at her and I said, yo, my God, man, them are violating you. Yeah, that's a violation. And then the young girl looked at me, she gave me a high five. And the next young girl behind her looked at me and gave me a high five too. She get me, like they were waiting for someone to validate them to know, let them know, say, what my girl's saying is a nonsense. So I had to tell her, man, I'm like, yo, my girl, that's a violation. Yeah. Don't let the man them come. I can't even say man them because like I'm saying the girl was about 13, 14, and that was the cringiest thing about it. She had on ankle socks, you know what I mean? And you know it, she's Friday after school. And they got off at the McDonald's bus stop, so you know what it is on a Friday. So that from this I just feel disturbed in it. To get me? Because I'm like, you're 12, 13, 14, yeah. So I heard them talk about year 9 kind of thing. So I think she's just gone into year 9. Yeah. And that's the type of talk it is. Yeah. Don't you just hate it when man sucks your dick? Right? So I don't even understand in it, people. Yeah, so that was the start of my journey home. And like I said, I wasn't necessarily, well, it was not even necessarily, I wasn't impressed in it. Because like I said, these were young girls, and I just thought, oh, it's just a bit aggy for a Friday, you know? Just a bit aggy. So then they got, like I said, they got off at and the thing is, if they was going to be riding the journey further, I would have obviously spoken to them and tried to educate the young lady and make them know, sir, that really isn't the way, you understand, to go. Yeah? It's just not really the way to go. But for me, it just confirmed, yeah, and which is a subject that I want to talk about more in the future still. But like I said, not really here to stay long. But for me, it's like the impact, do you understand, of basically porn on culture and the youth culture. Do you understand? Because I couldn't understand where a 13 stroke 14-year-old girl, yeah, is going to be having that type of vibration. Yeah, like who are you rolling with to know about that type of style? I mean, seriously, you know. So yeah, don't you just hate it? She said, when man pull your hair. Now for me, family, I'm not gonna lie, I found it quite disturbing. Yeah, because without getting too vivid in my mind, oops, I've got to be thinking, well, what type of sex are these young girls on? Like I said, why are they even having sex at 13, 14? Yeah, it's beyond me. You understand me? Because you ain't even reached GCSE yet. You ain't even done stats. Yeah, but you're making the mechanics of your body work. But that's a whole different story. Do you understand? But the mere fact that she's doing the levels where hair's getting pulled and that, I'm like, nah. Do you understand? And it just re-emphasized to me how the effect of porn is making its way into the culture and especially into the youth culture. You know? It's a mad thing, man. Crazy, 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 crazy. So this is what the young girls were saying, you know? So alright then. So now I've got up on the bus. Yeah. Got off the bus, got into the station. As I do, picked up my evening standard for the journey home. Yeah. And unfortunately, yeah, there's been another young victim in the capital. Yeah, I don't even want to towel on it too long still, but obviously we have to pay respect to the youth still. Understand? So just want to say rest in peace, or rest in eternal peace, in fact, to a young J Sewell. Yeah, it's a young J Sewell. So rest in peace to the. Oh, I mean, to be honest, like I said, I don't want to go into this too much because it's very depressing and very sad. Yeah, but we still have to shout out the youth. Boy 15, now it's a death at a takeaway. We know the usual story. Yeah. But just for these youths, man, I mean, I'm gonna read it out just so that if one youth hearer knows it's a bag of nonsense and you need to stop the way in which you're patterning, then it'll be worth it. But like I said, rest in peace. Yeah, condolences to the family. Okay, boy, age 15 became the latest victim of London's violent crime wave when he was stabbed to death outside a takeaway 100 yards from his home. Okay. So yeah, rest in peace to the young youths. Yeah, not gonna go into the story too really and truly because you know what I mean. Pay respect to the family, but the point being is that that was the headline on my journey away. You know, on the way from on the way from home, on the way from work. Yeah, that's after having my little, you know what I mean, encounter with my girl that thinks she's a big woman and just talking some nonsense. You know, so alright then, on the tube, yeah, going through the paper. This is the Evening Standard on a Friday. Yeah, next headline that kind of took me was like, boom. Headline is panic at Sony as two men are stabbed in a canteen fight. I'm like, what the fuck, or what, man? Yeah, in a canteen fight at Sony. Yeah, just to show you how the virus and the madness is really strong and it's spreading, man. So it says armed police stormed the Kensington headquarters of the Sony record company today after 2 men were stabbed in the office canteen. Frightened staff fled the building after a fight broke out in the kitchens of the Derry Street offices, which also housed music mogul Simon Cowell's record label Psycho at 11 a.m. Yeah, so there you go. Boom. Knife fight at Sony, where the X Factor man himself has his offices. Do you understand? Just to show you how this virus of just violence and utter madness can spread. Yeah, into the canteen, knife fight. Yeah. So I'm telling you this because this is, like I said, it's on my journey home, and I'm reading the Evening Standard. That's why sometimes I want to pick up the paper. You understand? It's just bare well, not even nonsense because it's factual information in it, but it's not it's not really what you want to read necessarily on any day. But you know what I mean, on your Friday coming home from work. But you know, those are 2 basic episodes in the paper that relate to violence, basically, and knives. And yeah, going forward, these are things that I also want to talk about in terms of not even, but you know, what are the potential solutions? Because for myself, the solutions have to be community based as much as anything else. Yeah, but in order for the community to be effective, there has to be a change in what would you call it? A change in attitude and a change in mindset. Um, but yeah, that's definitely a conversation for another time still, man. But yeah, a change of mindset in certain things is definitely going to be necessary still. So yeah, I'm going to take a little sip of my rum because, like I said, this is the Rum and Rant show. I haven't quite ranted yet, but yeah, I mean, just get out these couple of stories still, because especially the young man. Do you know what I mean? Um, Listen, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. But obviously, we know we can't go on like this. But I'm soon gonna read I'm gonna read a piece from, I think it's the Met Commissioner of London, and even a couple of the statements that she made was a little bit disturbing for me, to be fair, because it made me question, well, what are the police doing? Do you understand? How are they spending their time? Okay, after I've read that particular statement anyway. Yeah, how are they actually spending their time? But yes, people, like I said, just trying this monologue thing. Yeah, like I said, big up to everyone out there that may be listening now or in the future. Yeah, hope you're well. Yeah, remember, wealth is health. Yeah, remember that we can have a bag of money stacked up in all different places. If we haven't got wealth to spend it, it don't make no sense in it. So let us also remember that when some of us are living that kind of YOLO lifestyle. Yeah, but you might live for a long time. Yeah, and can't do the things you want to do because your health ain't up to it. Okay, so yeah, as much as we want to enjoy ourselves, just let us also remember that, you understand, the body is a temple, and that's myself included. Yeah, so don't even think that I'm here preaching. It's not even that, but it's something that I myself need to also remember. Yeah, but definitely health is wealth, man. Health is wealth. Yeah, so let us remember that still. Okay, so yeah, man. So next thing is now, yeah, tomorrow, for all those football supporters out there, that's a big day. Personally, I'm a Liverpool supporter, 100% big Liverpool supporter like that. And I'm going to be going to the game. You understand? I'm going to be going to the game at the Emirates. Yeah, feeling quite confident. Yeah, the last time I went last season, I think, I don't know, I hope my mind's not wrong, but it was 3 goals and they came back 3-3, man. So I'm hoping that that kind of thing can't happen again. Yeah, because we've shored up our defence. Them times we had Mingale and all them shit. I ain't gonna go into it, but you know, right now we got Allison and big things are gone. Yeah, so yep. So I'm predicting 3-1 for Liverpool tomorrow against the Gunners. Yeah, so anyone going to that match there? I'm not gonna say I'll see you there, but you get me. Over there silently cheering in Arsenal's end. But if it gets too peak, I probably won't be able to hold myself still, man. But you know, Arsenal fans are calm, man. So people celebrate and not get beaten up. But yeah, man. So that's tomorrow. Yeah. So 3-1 Liverpool. That's definitely what I'm predicting for tomorrow. 3-1 Liverpool. Yes. So yep. As again, big up yourself, London. Yeah. Big up my junior. If you know, you know. If he knows, he knows. Yeah. Do you know? Yeah. All right, people. Yeah, buddy. All right. So here we are. What is it? 12 o'clock on the dot. So that's nice. So welcome to tomorrow, Saturday the 3rd of November. Oh, people, this year's gone so quick. I can't even lie. You know what I mean? For those of us that are counting in terms of paydays or wage days, you don't know, man. This year's definitely flying. But regardless, like I said before, most important is to give thanks for health. Yeah, because without health, it don't make no sense. So whilst I've got your ear, people, yeah. Whilst I've got your ear, I'm gonna ask the question: how many of us, yeah, are how many of us have assets? Because that's also something that I'm gonna be talking about in the future. Yeah, asset building, being your being our own bank. Yeah, turning our dead fiat money, yeah, into a working living asset. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a couple shows on a little bit of financial literacy still. Yeah, because for those of us that may know, yeah, we know that more time we've been sold an absolute, like in most things, proper shit regarding finances and financial institutions, and you know what I mean, how and what we're supposed to be doing. So hopefully in the future, that's also something I want to talk to you about. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I ain't no expert. Yeah, I'm not no financial expert. But what I can definitely do is share with you something that right now I know to be the one. Understand? And it involves gold and it involves cryptocurrency backed by gold. You understand? So this is all about building your assets. Yeah, it's about turning your fiat dead money. And when we say fiat dead money, we say fiat dead money because most well, not even most, but certainly the pound and the dollar is no longer backed by the gold currency. Yeah, and as such, the money itself becomes basically valueless, worthless. Yeah, but like I said, in time to come, we can talk about those things, and like I said, I can give you, well, suggest something to help you maybe counteract that. Not even maybe, because this thing is live. Yeah, but I'm not gonna really, yeah, I'm not gonna go into it now, but yeah. And if you know that Bitcoin done big bits and it was backed by nothing, yeah, it's just one Japanese man that made this new technology, if you want to call it that, and we know where Bitcoin is, yeah. But what I'm talking about is a different type of cryptocurrency, but it's backed by gold, yeah. 999%. Sorry, 999.9% gold. Yeah. And if you know what gold is, then you know in proper value, proper currency, original currency, in fact. So yes, people, not gonna lie, it's just on some little Friday. I mean, to be fair, I think I've obviously calmed down from the initial incidents of what I'd witnessed still, because I thought I was gonna come and really go off on one, but clearly I've calmed myself down. However, like I'm saying, it's still a conversation that needs to be had in terms of what I certainly believe the negative effect that the basic quote unquote porn industry has had on culture generally, but definitely youth culture. Do you understand? And right now, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I'm generalizing, but I think it's seeped into many communities still. But just and then it can be guised in different ways. But just that general lack of respect or lack of, I don't know. I'll just use respect for right now between the male and the females in the younger generations. Yeah, I mean, how I hear some of them relate to each other is just like, wow, you know, it's just like, wow. But I'm sure it's just something that's basically indicative of the times that we're living in still. But for myself, it's about, just remember we're gangs, so it's about the new generations coming up and how we can get the new ones coming up to avoid those sort of pit holes where the relationships are so, I don't know, I don't even want to use the word toxic. And like I said, I know we're generalizing here because I'm sure there's other young people who can exchange vibrations, quite normally. But I don't know, I must admit, sometimes I witness some young people in exchange, I'm like, whoa, what's really going on here? Um, yeah, we know that there's been like an effeminization of boys and maybe to a certain degree a masculinization of, if that's a word, of young ladies. But what's for sure is that the balance is not there. Yeah, the balance definitely is not there. Yeah, but like I'm saying now, these are definitely things that I want to be talking about in the future. Yeah, because going forward, I'm hoping that my if I were to have a role on YouTube or social media, whatever, because as you can see, I'm very green at this. It's maybe to kind of be that kind of, I don't know, that like link the generations in it, because I know that compared to some of my younger ones, sometimes I look at them sideways, backways, up and down, like what are you really up to? So, and that's not to say that we want to cuss them and go on bad, but I think there needs to be some type of middle ground found in, for want of a better word, so that some communications can be had, so that some knowledge can be exchanged. Do you understand? So that some roads can be prepared, hopefully, to make some younger journeys coming up far more smoother and potentially fruitful than what some are. But we know that in order for that to happen, it's going to take many different things still. So I'm not even saying it's one thing still, But I think the first thing is just to definitely face up to certain facts in it. Yeah. And to build this thing and to change this thing, it's going to take a community, a whole community type of vibration or approach. And that's going to even mean some of us as parents or some of us as elders or some of us as grown-ups. You get me? I'm going to have to take our sharing responsibility also. Yeah. In terms of what we do and how it may look. Understand? And how children see what we do and how they relate to that. Because I think sometimes we can be so busy, blaming the youth then, that we can forget our own behavior in and within that still. Yeah. Like I said, going forward, those are definitely things, yeah, that I would like to talk about, or that we can talk about still. Yeah, 100%, man. So, like I said, people, I ain't really come to tally too long still. So it's just really, again, just to try this thing and make sure that I know how to work the engineer, not even the engineering, but you don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so what? Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna tell you what's going on now, people, but someone's awoken from a pit that they should really be in. Yeah, but they are not there, which is very political for me right now. But one day you're gonna hear about them still. So yes, people, man. Like I said, just came to. It didn't even turn out to be a rant, to be fair, in all that, man. But again, it's just about. I mean, yeah, the young girl shocked me. I'm not gonna lie. And then obviously we have to think, you know, where they're living, or you know what I mean, the environment in which they're coming up to really have. Not even though, well, they're not even thoughts, are they? Because she basically confirmed that that's what she's up to. But yeah, I think one thing that we can sort of think about is the sort of environments that we are growing up our children in. Yeah, because rightly or wrongly, I would question. Nah, but I'm not even not to be judgmental, but just to question how a young girl, not even how, but more so why a young girl of that age has already been in such a, I don't want to say compromising situation, but still, when you're thinking or talking to a 13, 14-year-old that's talking about hair pull, you know what I mean? It's just, it's definitely not palatable, man. You understand? Because as far as I'm concerned, at that age, and I know it's very unrealistic, understand? But you know, I mean, they shouldn't be even getting past. I'm not gonna sound so foolish, but a little kissing or some first base, second base, but they certainly should not be in the hair pulling stage and all that. That's a madness at 13, 14, right? So like I'm saying, at that stage now, it would be questioning the foundations of that young person, man. And like I'm saying, not even to be judgmental, yeah. But even when she got off of the bus, where she went is to where the man, you know, the man then were the little mini front line, you know. And like I'm saying, this girl was well in school, maybe year 8 or 9. So yeah, people, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll be cutting my little stream short for this as you of all day streams going like that, but it's okay still. But yeah, Ramen Koke is what I'm drinking. But yeah, man. So bridging that, not even bridging, but yeah, that kind of intergenerational gap, man. Because it seems that in these newer generations and times, the change is just far more significant and quick. You know, compared to days of old, I can certainly say that. I'm sure that there's certain 15, 16-year-old girls that and boys that have seen the most things that we've never seen before. Do you understand? Because they're being exposed to far more different things, and that in itself is scary. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Especially if you've got children and you look about the future, or you think about the future. There's so many pitfalls that have been put in place for yourself or you know what I mean, your generation to come to slip in, that you have to be on the game now to be a parent. It ain't no joke thing, man. You have to be on the ball. It could be argued times gone by, you could be a parent and you have them, you shelter them, Yeah, you teach them, you try to teach them two good manners and send them out into the world. But we know it's a whole different proposition now. You know, even just how you send your boy child out there, it could be argued it's the same as how you would have done it previously. Yeah, because I got a boy child and we were grooming him to be a good, nice, kind gentleman, but no, 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 no. Quickly get to realize that that's not necessarily going to work. Obviously, we still want him to have those skills about him or those vibes about him, but to how it is, especially if I see, like I'm saying, this girl, how she's dealing with the boy. Nah, man, some of these girls, they're on top, mate. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And chicken seems to play, or chicken shops seem to play a real role in these young people's lives, man. You understand? Real talk. Chicken shops, man. Yeah. The most things have happened in front of a chicken shop. Yeah, in a chicken shop. I've seen you trying to get to you in a chicken shop. Even that in itself is not a good look, man. Like, where is everyone? Why is no one not cooking at home no more? Are we not cooking proper food and giving our children no more, or are they just refusing to eat the good food? Because personally, I feel all these things also have an impact, yeah, on how our children are behaving, yeah. Because food is fuel for the soul, well, for the body and soul, to be fair, yeah. And if the children are not eating the right type of foods, then we can't be surprised when they display certain types of behavior. Yeah, veg, food, grain food, oil, washouts. I know washouts. I say that because I just think it's another thing that we're losing that our children should be having more frequently. Yeah, I mean, for myself, growing up, washout was regimental, and there was no getting out of it, no getting out of it whatsoever. Yeah, certain times you wake up in the morning and you just smell that smell and you just know, oh Lord, have mercy. You know what day it is. It's washout day. No one's not going nowhere. You understand? But as I mean, I was gonna say as cruel, because well, maybe that's not the right word, although that's how I felt at the time. But as painful as an experience that it was, I know that it's a necessity. Yeah, and I'm just saying, I know many of us who grew up on washouts. I know many of us are not giving our children washouts as we were giving them. Yeah, and again, it, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not trying to say that not having washouts is the cause of nothing. So I'm just really saying how we're just going away from certain traditions that we came up on that caused us no harm. Because at the end of the day, a good washout is just a cleansing of the body, in it. Now, obviously, now in the 21st century, in 2018, you got things like what's it? Caloric. What's it called? Caloric, whatever. Irrigation, in it, where they stick a tube up your bottom and flush it out and so forth and so forth. Which, incidentally, is not a new age technology. It was something that they done from ancient times still, but they just used, I think, like the inside of I can't remember what animal they specified, and the tube, and they went by the river, and that's how they would have done it them days. So, well, that word irrigation is not new to today, but obviously it's been technologized, revamped. But yeah, I'm just saying that that's things that they were doing from ancient times still. Yeah, which just really confirms the significance of I mean, washing out the insides. I know you can do it with fasting as well. I'm sure that's a sort of type of purification and so on. But yeah, man. So I know I went off a little bit there, to be fair. But yeah, man. Ramen rant. Probably check out the rant. Too chill to rant. Yeah, too chill to rant. But yeah, man, look, it was nice. Little quick show, man. Tomorrow Saturday. Well, today Saturday. Like I said, big game ahead. Can't. Well, I can wait, but I don't mind telling you I'm quite excited. Expecting my team to do big stuff tomorrow, man. If not, Nine's gonna be very pissed off. Very pissed off. That was very unprofessional of me. Alright, so people got called away. But like I said anyway, I'm not even gonna tally on this one too long still, man. Just came in and see what I got. So people, this is my being myself 90 for 99. The Roman Rant show without the rant. Yeah. Probably had my run before the rant. But listen, bless up yourselves for the evening. Bless up yourselves for the weekend. Yeah, be safe. Yeah, I know bonfire night is coming up. There's some mad people out there, so just keep yourself safe. Well, I remember back in the day when bonfire night was a free, night out where the family can go. But there's so many places charging, and then already tickets are gone. Everything's just being so commercialized with some real American thing on Halloween. Not that we're dealing with it, but the commercialization of it is just crazy. Real crazy. And like I said, here we are coming into bonfire night. I mean, I wonder, do even the youth don't even know what bonfire night is really about? The whole story of watch me embarrass myself now. Oh yeah, that's the Guy Fawkes and trying to blow up Parliament and all that good stuff. I wonder if the children even really know the story to But yeah, back in the day, you used to see children put a guy together. I'm not even sure if they do that anymore. Penny for the guy. Yeah, but obviously, can't even trust the streets like that no more. Still, boy. But people, like I said, not coming for long. Just come to check out the thing. But yeah, man. Once you hear this, like I said in it, most importantly, I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed month. In fact, so it's the third, second going into the third of the month, and yeah, the year's just trickling on very quickly, very quickly. So does time fly when you're having fun? Yeah. Does time fly when you get older? Or are there any conspiracy theorist people out there that believe that time itself is being manipulated? Yeah? Because there were some that argue that when we went from analog to digital fully, that bits of time are being lost all the time. Yeah? Because when you get into digital technology, analog you should deal with by the second in it, like tick tock, tick tock. But when a digital clock goes up a digit, I don't know, man, because they deal in nanoseconds and nano and break 1 second down to the it's crazy when you get into them type of time checks. But I'm just thinking, with all them times, if anything, oh dear, I think I've done something mad here, people.